What's going on, brothers? I'm Emezi, founder and head coach at Reboot. Today we're going to be addressing a common belief among men who deal with an out-of-control behavior with pornography and masturbation, the belief that all women sexually want to be dominated. Now, I'm only bringing this up because I found over my years of coaching that it is a belief that many men have, and it's a belief that unfortunately damages many relationships. It leads to an increase in sexual violence, and it can really hurt a lot of men's relationship prospects. The first thing we have to address is the things that we see in popular culture and in our society. This belief is given further support by women's novels, by movies, and of course by pornography, where the general theme or plot is that a woman resists being dominated by a man and eventually she gives in. Now, we can't deny that the novels, the stories, and the movies that are created are consumed widely and are very popular among women. The truth is that all these are based on fantasy. It's entertainment. It's not scientific literature. Speaking of scientific literature, there are studies that show that a lot of women have fantasies of being dominated, of having sex against their will, of bondage, and so on. But it's important to view it in its correct context. That is fantasy that they have. Now, I've shot another video on fantasy, and in that video I made it clear that all of us have fantasies and that there's nothing wrong with fantasy. The big problem people have with fantasy is they are afraid that if somebody else hears about their fantasy, they will assume that that is something that they truly want to do. In reality, there are different situations where a woman would prefer to be dominated sexually. Sometimes that has to do with the type of man that she's having sex with. There might be some men who she allows to be dominant with her, and there might be other men who she doesn't. There might be a period in time where she feels like being submissive, and there might be times that she doesn't. A woman could prefer to be submissive while she's not monogamous, and the moment she becomes monogamous, she decides that she's not going to be submissive anymore. So it varies, and it would be a huge mistake to assume that all women want to be dominated. However, if you have an out-of-control behavior with pornography, what you are viewing most of the time is violent pornography which depicts women being dominated. It does not mean that these women want to be dominated. In professional pornography, they are actors who are acting out a scene that has been proven by data to create the most views or to have a long watch duration or whatever the metrics may be for the porn industry. And this is further copied by certain couples who you might watch who are engaging in amateur pornography or who are starting their own porn channels. It is not necessarily a reflection of how these couples actually have sex. But when you view pornography over and over again, it becomes your template for sexual behavior, and then it forms the foundation of your beliefs about women. So in summary, many people enjoy imagining or fantasizing about scenarios of being dominated. Some women enjoy it at certain times, some women enjoy it all the time. But just because this is portrayed widely in pornography does not mean that this is the way that all women like to be treated. A simple way to view this is, do you, as a man who views pornography, do you prefer to be dominated all the time? To be told what to do and how to act, and in some cases to be made to do these things against your will, all the time, every time, sexually? Think about it. Brothers, that's my simple message for you guys today. It's been a topic that has been coming up quite a bit, and I've just noticed that people were very assumptive about it, so I decided to just talk about it. I would like to know some of your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm JK, your brother in this struggle. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoy these videos and you feel that they're helpful, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with 3 men whom you feel might benefit from it. I'll speak to you later on in the week.